After the All-Star break is when the real NBA starts. The physicality cranks up. How do they come out of the break, and who do they tell us and show us who they are?
Curry put Murray in the air, put him on a flight.
Doug, the long delay tonight in coming out, was that a long conversation that you and the guys had following this game?
Tough to win basketball games throwing the ball away 21 times.
They have to be better.
And just continue to build on it.
We have to want to win more than we want to breathe. And that ain't it.
Much too little, much too late for Sacramento as they're going to drop this one.
Get and keep your spirit right and uplift your brother. There's people in here that's been here and they know. There's a couple times you was in the third position. A couple times you're in the third position. What should you tell him? Get your ass through. And if I'm his teammate, that's how I'm talking to him. I'm not though. I'm his coach. So I'm telling you, take my spirit. And that's how I want it done. With aggression, force, physicality, and you want to end up.
Nice movement there, offensive. Wow! What a pass! How about this? 10 triples here in the first 17 minutes for Sacramento.
This is by far the most comfortable I've seen him look. Nice.
Oh, get it out of here! Nurkic with the rebound, but he throws it away. Right to Keegan. Murray buries the triple. Oh, Zach. Oh, wow. He went right around Salon. Here's Zach. The Zach attack with the hammer.
Zach, the crowd, the way they responded to you, just how cool did that feel to like have that moment here?
Zach looking to make it rain from Yuba City.
It felt good, especially being able to do it here for the first time with the home crowd. We needed a win like this.
Zach looking for more. Killing in the Bronx. 42 for the Zach attack.
And DeMar, you've seen Zach go off on streaks like that before. What was this one like, just to kind of witness him as a teammate here in Sacramento?
I was just waiting. Took long enough.
Was this a turning point for the Kings?
This was the first game after you were embarrassed, the first game after you had a closed locker room talk.
Yes.
And so those are done to get a response. They got the response. That's good.
Now, they win another, 2 games on this road trip, we can start talking.
Clarkson playing with his food, nowhere to go. This isn't mealtime. That's Keegan Murray with a nice block. Great look by Murray inside to Sabonis. That is 94 feet of basketball.
One thing that you'll find about Keegan is there's a lot of good stuff in him, man. Like there's a quiet storm.
DeRozan on the drive, kicks it out to Murray. He'll try the three, and he laces it.
My grandmother would say still waters run deep.
Murray on the step through, drew the contact and got it.
I think when I look at him, there's an intensity inside of him. And there was just no hesitation in what he was doing tonight, even turning the corner. And that's the type of Keegan Murray we need. When the game becomes simple, it becomes fun. Trust your teammates, because now we're going to start playing better and better teams, and we can't turn the ball over. We can't get down 7-0. 7-0 will turn into 20-2 versus some of these teams. And we're good enough to beat them, but we got to be smart enough to beat them. Look at what you got.
Defense player of the game, 4 deflections, 2 blocks. Held Jordan Clarkson 1 for 14.
Keegan!
I feel like I'm selfless. I feel like I'm a guy that can get along with anyone. Since I've been here, I just really kind of want to be a winning player for us.
Keegan is, like, hands down, he's one of my favorite because he's so different, right? He's not the outgoing, gregarious personality. He's so even keel that it's become kind of a joke, but it's just who he is.
Keegan, I think, continues to surprise me with how he develops his game. So the first year came in and just turned himself into an incredible three-point shooter.
Murray, another one!
Last year became, I think, one of the premier perimeter defenders in the Western Conference. So.
Another good sequence defensively for Keegan Murray.
Defensively continue to guard more and more positions and types of players.
As the Kings come up with a steal by Keegan Murray.
Think about it, he's only into his 3rd year. I expect him to be a lethal shooter. I expect him to show off all facets of his game and still be a lockdown defender.
When you're his size and have his athleticism and his strength, continue to rebound the ball, push it up the floor, and kind of connect our defense to our offense.
When you look at this Houston team, one area that they've had some success is with Domantas Sabonis, too. Yeah. He's played extremely well against these guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of action run through Domantas Sabonis tonight.
Now we have a timeout.
Wow.
Sabonis is limping. Oh, boy. Now he needs help off the floor, and he's headed back to the Kings locker room.
This is one of the great things about having Valanciunas waiting in the wings. You're not dropping off in terms of physicality and capability.
I have big respect for Domas. We played for the Lithuanian national team for many years. The things he does on the court, also off the court. Excited to be on the same team now. You know, we don't need to battle no more. I was talking with him yesterday, like, it's very weird to talk Lithuanian language in the locker room. So it's cool.
He's a real big man, you know. He's I always played against him. He's a force, very physical. You know, he's doing contest stuff at the rim. He's doing help getting the penalty and things like that. You know, if he has a mismatch, you know, go to him. You know, that helps everybody else out.
Obviously, Domas goes down, and then Jonas comes in and handles his business, and then you put the ball in the hands of Zach and Debo, and they make plays.
We got numbers here. 4-on-3. Fight the rain has taken off.
Great shout out for JB. Hey! 14 rebounds, hell of a job, JB. Steps up, Domas went down, hell of a job.
All in all, there's things I'm sure I'm going to go back and watch the tape, but the fight that they continue to show makes me super proud of them.
Zach LaVine, the reigning Western Conference Player of the Week, had another good night last night for your 8th seed Sacramento Kings. A slow climb up the Western Conference playoff ladder.
De'Aaron Fox returning to Sacramento with his San Antonio Spurs Friday night on national television.
De'Aaron Fox spent 8 years with the Kings, made 500 starts, and he is in the building for the first time since the trade for Zach LaVine.
That one way off the mark. LaRavia with the offensive rebound again for the lead. Got it. Here's Ellis off the drag screen. Sprays it out to LaVine. Catch and shoot. Sacramento.
Zach is a special and spectacular player, and he has the ability to play off ball with his quickness, back doors, lobs. I think Zach will continue to evolve, and I'm really, really glad he's on our side wearing our jersey.
He flew De'Aaron out. First class.
The game is about runs. You know, how you sustain a run when a team make a run and get out of it as quick as possible. You know, that's the key thing you could take away from it. But team's not going to lay down, give up. It's always that extra push that a team going to try to make. It's just how we sustain through that momentum, you know, and through that moment. You know, I think we did a great job with that tonight.
In a defensive stance, here's Kawhi. Leonard, 3-2. Leonard for the win. Oh! Leonard with the heartbreaker.
This was a deadly, deadly stretch, and the Sacramento Kings are 0-4 so far to start it and still have the hardest teams over the next couple of weeks. You watched the same thing that I did tonight. What did that look like to you? It looked like the Sacramento Kings, they didn't take care of the basketball.
This is our home, this is our family, and if somebody comes in your house messing with your family, what do you do? And they've responded to that. At the same time, there's a level and an expectation and a baseline of who we are that is an absolute must. It does not change whether we're at home, whether we're on the road, whatever it is. We punch first, we hit first, we fight first, and the winning and all of that comes with that as the byproduct of those steps.
What we need to do is we need to play a certain way with a certain intensity, a certain level of focus, and if we do that, we'll live with the results. Cool? Yes, sir. All right, here we go. What you got? That's on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Off the pistol action, Monk cross court to Sabonis. Here's LaVine. Pocket pass to Domas. And he comes up hobbling.
Immediate
He may have turned his right ankle.
Domas goes down in this game. You know, how concerned are you for your teammate?
I'm always concerned when my teammate not on the court, man. Yeah, it looked pretty bad, but Domas strong. He'll probably be back sooner than we think.
Doug himself said he did a lot of self-evaluation. Gets his team back in a good way here tonight. LaRavia pulls the three. It's his type of night. Stevens, great hands by LaRavia. Doug Christie is going small with Lyles at the 5. DeRozan says, I'm the best man for the job right now.
That's more us.
LaVine sprays it out. Murray open.
Off the bench, Devin, Keon, Jonas, Trey, Jake, spectacular. They all came in and brought the level of physicality, intensity, effort, enthusiasm, all the things that we talk about. NBA games are hard to win. I'm really proud of the way that they approach the game tonight.
That's what winning basketball is about. That's what trusting your teammates about, and that's what sacrifice is about.
That's a really good win to open this homestand. When I tell you you're going to need every bit of this and probably more to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers on Wednesday, I mean it.
Oh, quickness. Here comes number 0, Malik. Back to Carter. Oh, man. He put Merrill on a poster.
And they said, let's go. Let's go. We got dogs everywhere. Devin Carter says, I'm ready.
Here's Devin Carter having a career game, 14 for him. 5 on the clock. DeMar. Debo. Oh! Debo with the dagger. Big time 3. Oh, Carter said, give me that. Devin Carter, the Tasmanian Devil with 16 now.
You're down all these guys. If it's a game, it's going to be entertaining. And the Kings made it more than a game.
3 Kings on the floor getting dirty with it. Against Struz.
Malik, overall, how do you feel, about getting this win?
Amazing, especially at home, in front of the fans, in front of SAC. We see the beam when we go home, so it's great.
The defensive player of the game goes to a guy that had 3 steals, 3 deflections, Devin Carter.
Yes. Let's go. Bring it. Let's on 3. 1, 2, 3.